What if you could leverage your coding skills to create a business that not only pays more than your current job, but will also only take you 4 hours a day to run? By the end of the video, you'll have a clear understanding of how to transition from a coder to a successful business owner. Before we dive in, let's address the elephant in the room. Why make the change from employee to entrepreneur? Well, in my case, it was the only way I could have freedom. In my 9 to 5, I was stuck in useless meetings, wasting my youth away. I realized 2 years of my life had already gone in the blink of an eye. I did not want to live like this. And now I own multiple businesses that do well over $1 million in revenue annually. In this video, I will show you why software engineers make the best entrepreneurs, why entrepreneurship is the natural progression for all software engineers, and why you yourself are ready to become a world-class entrepreneur yourself and do exactly what I did, even more. Let's get into it. I want you to imagine not going to these endless, useless meetings, not having to clock in from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock, not needing to ask permission to take a vacation, all while making more money than you are now while working fewer hours. Sounds too good to be true, right? I know what the past me would say. That's impossible. These days, entrepreneurship has become a buzzword, quote unquote. People use it to sound impressive or to get attention. But at its core, an entrepreneur is simply someone who starts a business by taking more risks than the average person to reap a bigger reward, more so than the average person. And that's pretty much it. Nothing fancy or complicated about it. But I always thought that I myself couldn't be an entrepreneur. I believed that I didn't have it in me. You have to be born with the entrepreneur genes, I told myself. You can't learn it. You either have it or you don't. And this couldn't be further from the truth. You see, as a software engineer, I already had all the ingredients I needed to become an entrepreneur. All I needed was the courage. I was already creating products under tight deadlines. My agile sprints made sure of that. I was already communicating with stakeholders about the product. The daily meetings made sure of that. I was already working with other people. My coworkers made sure of that. But best of all, I was already taking risks to reap bigger rewards. My 4-year cutthroat electrical and computer engineering degree made sure of that. I had all the tools I needed to become an entrepreneur. That's when I realized that all software engineers have met the prerequisites. In fact, it's as if software engineers make the perfect entrepreneurs. We already know how to think critically and solve problems. We can make rational decisions, and best of all, we understand leverage and efficiency in creating solutions. We have a huge advantage in using technology, which allows us to actually innovate and adapt quicker than other people, and especially nowadays with the fast-changing markets. Our experience in debugging and refining code translates perfectly into finding and actually fixing business issues. Best of all, we are skilled at managing projects, leading teams, complex issues, and so on and so forth. And these skills are not just helpful, but they're literally essential for entrepreneurial success. If you're a software engineer, you already have all the prerequisites you need, and all that's really left is for you to take the leap. And for many, taking the leap is like deploying a major update to production. Even though the code has passed all the tests, there's still that one little uncertainty that things will go wrong. But this uncertainty is unwarranted. We tend to fear entrepreneurship because it's inherently risky. We are accustomed to our cozy salary and our 9 to 5 job, especially if it's remote. What will we do if we lost that steady paycheck? The thoughts of losing that security, of not knowing where our next paycheck will come from, it's terrifying. It's like living in a world where we don't have a Command-Z button to roll back our mistakes in coding, right? But do you know what is even more risky than that? It's living your life on autopilot and letting the years go by without pursuing your dreams. Imagine waking up one day realizing you've spent decades in the same routine, missing out on a chance to actually create something truly your own, to build a life of freedom and abundance. Think about what it means to take control of your destiny. The potential rewards of entrepreneurship, they're not just financial. That's what many people don't get. Yes, sure, luxurious vacations, beautiful homes, financial freedom, but there's also the thrill of knowing that every success is yours to claim, and that every achievement is a direct result of your hard work. For many software engineers, entrepreneurship is actually the natural progression of their career. Most of us, myself included in the beginning, actually would change jobs every 2 years, constantly seeking new challenges, new technologies, new ways to solve problems, and of course, new promotions and pay raises. Over time, we become experts in our fields, mastering the skills and knowledge that set us apart. And it's only a matter of time before we realize that we have everything we need to actually strike out on our own, to become solopreneurs or even co-found a company. So why not take that leap? Sure, the risks are real, but so are the rewards. And for many of us, it's the logical step in our careers. So why not start early? And if for a second you think, oh, entrepreneurship is not for me, or oh, I can't do it yet, know that I was once in your shoes. One of my first successful ventures was in e-commerce. I knew nothing about sales, marketing, product selection, nothing, or any of the business aspects at all. But I did know how to make a website, and a really good one at that. I had both front-end and back-end knowledge. Surprisingly, learning sales, marketing, and product selection compared to some of the upper division courses that I tackled for my engineering degree, it was a walk in the park. Fast forward a few months, and despite having mediocre ads, marketing, and copy, I achieved my first $2,500 a day in revenue due to my exquisite landing page. Many of you watching not only have the core skills of a software engineer, but also possess other transferable skills. It would be an utter shame if you just wasted and not try entrepreneurship at least once. It's like building a powerful gaming computer, but never really using it to its full potential. You've already built up an impressive skill set through coding, debugging, and problem solving. These are the exact skills that can make you a successful entrepreneur. In coding, you start with a basic framework, right? And you continuously refine it, adding features, fixing bugs, and optimizing performance. Well, in business, or entrepreneurship, I should say, it's pretty much the same. You start with an idea, build a basic version, and continually improve it based on feedback and results. So why not take the skills you already have and apply them to something that could literally change your life? The potential is there. You just need to take that leap and see what you're capable of achieving. In 2024, where the world is becoming increasingly digitized, opportunities are abundant in the online space especially. We as software engineers have all the tools we really need to succeed. And it would be a shame for us to stick with our 9-to-5s, wasting our years in useless meetings that go on for way too long. Do not let fear hold you back. And if you want a step-by-step breakdown as to how to progress from actually an employee to an entrepreneur, you need to watch this video next. As always, thank you for watching.